normal questions. What are your favorite pages? Blah, blah, blah. But just have fun.
Okay.
Just have fun. All right. Hold on. Let me see here. If we're live. And yes, we are. Bingo. All right. So, okay. So, everybody, let's go ahead and get started. Nope, I did it. I put something on here. Okay, good. Bingo. So, hey, world, Rabu Gary here again. With one of our newest Millionaire Circle earners, Miss Makda Mekonnen, and she'll help me with the. I did that okay?
Yes, you did.
No, but I'm happy to have Makda on today. For those who've been following UIGI, United Investment Group, she's our newest Millionaire Circle earner. Extremely excited for her. I had a chance to, get a chance to know her and chat prior to, and this is going to be a phenomenal interview. So Makda, as we get started, before I start hitting you with these rapid fire questions, let folks know where you're from, what do you do for a living. Tell them a little bit about you so they can understand who you are before we jump into it.
Okay. Originally from East Africa, Ethiopia, but I've been living in Los Angeles about 25 years. I have two girls, 10 and 13. I work for the #1 used car dealership in the US, CarMax.
Wow.
In my area, yes. I work there part-time. One of the top associates, if I should say so myself. But yeah, that's pretty much a little bit about me, actually. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. And when we first started, when you said you were from Ethiopia, obviously that always resonates with me because I mentioned to you one of my degrees happens to be in African American history, and I've done extensive research on pretty much the beginning of civilization, civilized civilization as we know it, started in the Ethiopia area, and so that's always great when I meet my brothers and sisters from Ethiopia. Just based on my studies. So, I'm glad to have you today.
Good to be here.
Wow. And so for those who are watching for the first time, I get an opportunity to, introduce Makda today as one of UIGI's, United Investors Group International, newest Millionaire Circle earners. Just always have to say this. If you're watching today, UIGI, even though in our name it says United Investors Group, we're not really investors. We're a social club. We're a group of great people come together that have shared some interesting ways that we've learned to make money, and we share them with other people. What's incredible about it, people have had success in this space, in this sharing space, referral space that they've never had before. And it's amazing. And, quite often now, not in the beginning, but quite often now, you get a chance to interview folks who've made it into our Millionaire Circle Earners Club. And the only reason they make it in the club is because they're making money for them and their family. They didn't have to sell anything. Now obviously, if you were in sales, you'd do great. But they didn't have to sell anything. They didn't have to promote anything. They're just making money for them themselves. And so, Makda's one of our newest ring earners. And so, let's go ahead and jump into this. I love these interviews. So, first question I always ask: how did you hear about UIGI?
Okay, UIGI, a friend of mine was introducing me to Daisy back in February, and I saw one of your video talking about Daisy, and the whole focus was on Daisy, but you said something that kind of stuck in my head. You said, there I was thinking, the people in my group are making about 300%, and then there comes Daisy, and I'm like, okay, so is there such a thing that exists where you make 300%? Because I've been looking the last 20-something years, and never found anything. Like, I've been into all kind of network marketing you can think of, but never successful, sad to say. Most of them are like monthly fees. You have to recruit, you have to buy products and sell them. Some of them that you mentioned on this channel as well, but didn't really work out for me. I'm not the type to, go after people and push. So when I heard about this, I was very happy, very surprised. Too good to be true for me. I was at that point. And I did join Daisy, but I keep asking him, like, who's that guy that was saying that he makes 300%? He's like, oh, no, like he didn't give me, because I didn't get your name from the video. But so I keep asking him. It took about 2 weeks of asking him again and again, at least 4 times before he mentioned your name. And then I went on Facebook and found you, and then that's how we connected, and that's how I became part of UIGI.
Wow, that's crazy. You hear all type of stories, and that's another good one. I'm excited for you. I'm glad I have a public page, not a private page. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So wow, you know, me and you had a chance to chat prior to. You're in all the phases. I love it. Okay,
every single one of them. Yes.
Diversification is key.
Yes.
Know, especially in our market.
Yes.
So you know, I don't know if you just saw one of our interviews with Ahmed Hazel. He blew me away. The first one to say his favorite phase was 7K medals.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, and for those who are watching, as I mentioned, you know, Makda has had an opportunity to make some great money for herself. And I don't know if you heard what she said. You know, she's tried multiple networking things, and I want you, and you probably hear this. She works for CarMax, right?
Yes.
She's one of the top agents there.
Yes.
She does extremely well for herself, but tried the network marketing industry for years and just stumbled.
Yes.
And you know, the reason why I want to bring that up is because I'm a fan of the network marketing industry, but for years I would find professionals like yourself, the top doctors, the top athletes, some of the best, and I would get them involved in network marketing, and it just wouldn't take off for them.
Yes.
You know, before I ask you what's your favorite phase, what do you see different here than you've seen in your years in the networking industry?
Number one is where but I don't have to recruit anyone. I just deposit my money, have my money work for me. And I think that's where I was struggling, because I'm not I guess you have kind of, in my head, you kind of have to be pushy, you have to follow up with people to recruit them and get them into this program or that program. With this one, I don't have to. I just have my money work for me, and that's what I love about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great answer, because there are people right now that can resonate with your story.
Oh, yes.
And they can say the same thing, because people said the same thing. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so I was gonna ask this great question. What's your favorite phase out of all the phases that we have, if you have a favorite?
Oh my goodness, there's a couple of them, but lately I find myself going to EtherConnect and withdrawing my ECC interest.
Daily.
And daily. I can't believe that, and it's just growing every day. I'm like, what's going on? So that's super exciting. I did it yesterday. I think I did it twice yesterday. And because I had some other people join, and then, you know, but I did one today and the day before, like, and I'm using that money to fund the rest of the, you know, the platform that I'm joining. So yeah, I really like that one. And then 7K, it's like going to the post office, my PO box, and getting that out, and just, you know, holding that silver coin on my hand. Is just a great feeling. I like that.
Yeah, me too. I have a whole bunch of them here. You know, working on getting a safe now. But my wife was like, "Why don't you put that damn stuff in the safe?" But I just got a ton of coins here. You know, silver and just coins.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh wow, so good. EtherConnect is powerful, and as we know, just yesterday we were able to, you know, move some things around. You know?
Yeah.
But I would recommend everybody hold on for a little while so it could grow, and then you know how that goes. I don't want to give away any trade secrets. So wow.
Yes.
So wonderful. So so here's a good one for you. And I always have to ask this question, unless someone brings it up. The 1/3 rule.
Yes.
How is that something that's working for you? Did you implement it? And everyone has it, but is it working for you? Have you tried it? What's with the 1/3 rule?
I'm going to be honest. I haven't used it as much as I should.
Okay.
I made the mistake of, you know, focusing on just one platform in the beginning, the platform we no longer have.
Okay.
And I learned a huge lesson from that. Huge.
Me too. Because
I lost a lot, but I have no one to blame but myself, because I should know better. Because, you know, you talk about that all the time. And I knew like it's not wise to put all your eggs in one basket. but I didn't follow my own advice and got burned. But I learned from that, and I just started diversifying. So now at the point where whatever money I earn, I'm funding into different platforms to grow that for two reasons. First, I want to grow it, and second, like, I'm okay not taking that out for now, but in a couple of months I will. I just want to grow a couple of them without going to my pocket at all. But yeah, I'm just moving the money around, having one on the other one.
You're playing with house money.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. And I want to I tell everybody, this is what I do. So even with the house money, I still take some of the house money out. Okay. So don't leave it all in there. I take some of the house money out and I move it around. Like, I now have my Amazon and my Walmart store, excited about that. So, move some of that stuff around, because it's great to have our crypto space, but it's also great to have our e-commerce space, our mortgage note space, as you said, our precious metal space. So you got it. You got it.
Yes. Wow. And yes, I did my Walmart store too. So we're in the process, but yeah, I started that a little while ago.
Perfect. Yeah. Once that Walmart store starts kicking it for you, you're going to love it, because you don't have to do anything,
Yep.
That's a wonderful thing.
So
when you join the page, obviously you probably joined the Facebook group and saw people asking all type of questions and testimonies. What intrigued you about that?
Wow. I know. Oh, no, definitely. For me, like, seriously, like, I'm not trying to, honestly, this is like too good to be true for me, because this is something I've been looking for all my life, and couldn't find anything. So I'm like, could this really be, this easy? I read people's posts and their testimonials. I'm like, are you serious? And then I just jumped in and I just deposited money in a couple of them, and saw the result. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, dreams do come true, because of my kids and stuff, I'm not able to do full-time job. So I can only, that's why I'm working in commission, because I know I'm good at it. I just, put in a few hours a week, make my money. And, because like today, my kids get out at 2:00, and where am I going to find a job that's going to allow me to go in and out whenever, the school schedule changes and this and that. So like, I haven't been able to have a real full-time job, and I don't want to. So being, introduced to UIGI for me is a dream come true. Now I see my future. Like, I can finally say I'm almost there to give my kids what they want. Like, we have what we need, thank God, but what they want, they want like this big house and a nice neighborhood where they can ride their bikes and stuff. And as a single mom before, like, if I was just doing that 9 to 5, it's almost impossible, especially living in Los Angeles. The house prices start at $1 million. So, it's just almost impossible. But like, I always knew my kids deserve way more. And I was working hard, trying to, do this. When they go to bed, I'm always online searching, trying this out, trying that out, hoping one of them will work. And then I come to UIGI, and then I see this testimony. I'm like, if this is, what they say it is, like, that's a jackpot for me. Like, my dream is going to come true. And that was back in February. Now, like, I know everything is changing in our life, and we are almost there, getting to our dream house, and everything we ever dreamed of is I know it's possible. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. And, I know there's some single parent mom and dads.
Yes.
UIGI who can resonate with your story. They're listening very closely. And I commend you for that. I understand some people have to work 2 jobs and have to do daycare and all this other stuff. But the best influence you could ever be to your children, the best influence that your children could ever have is you. Yes. And so I commend you for that. That's a big deal. And I'm glad that UIGI is helping to forward your progress and help you get closer to your dreams. Big deal. Congrats.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
And you're right. We Sherry and I looked at some houses in Florida and California. We just currently purchased a lovely place in Dubai. We're excited about that. But California, we was like, we're gonna have to work a whole bunch harder. Good God Almighty.
Yeah.
We were just in Pasadena, and Pasadena girls 1 week we took them to Disney World,
Mm-hmm.
and then we took them the next week. We took them to Disneyland.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were in Pasadena. We looked at some houses. We were like, "Sheesh,
Yep.
it's real." Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
This is amazing. This is a great interview. So let me ask for I know you're now developing, a team, a following, and I want to tell people if you've watched any of my interviews, this is a great one, especially for that person, who hasn't grown a large organization or maybe didn't feel like being pushy. I'll tell you right now, if Makda was to take her phone, take some screenshots of her progress and text a couple of people, they were like, "Girl, what in the heck is going on?" That's what happens.
Yes. A friend of mine, actually, he's like, we're having lunch and we're talking. He's like, "I always wanted to ask you something." He's like, "You're a single mom, and here you are on Wednesday afternoon having lunch with me. We're going to go to Starbucks and just, he's like, you're barely at work. He used to work with me. You're barely there. So like, what's the secret?" I said, "Oh, I'm just, I invest with this group called UIGI. I joined a couple of platforms that's making me money." He's like, "So how much do you make a month, if you don't mind me asking?" I said, "About," and I told him. He's like, "What?" He's like, "I thought we were friends." I was like, "But, I don't want you to think like, I'm recruiting you or I'm going to get commission off of you. Like, if you ask me, I'll tell you, but like, I've been there, I've done that, and I'm just burned out. Like, but there is a lot of ways, and if you want to know, I can show you." So he's in like 3-4 of them. This was recently. He's in 3-4 of them already, and very happy, super excited. Yeah.
Wow. You know what happens? We used to say this in the industry and network marketing: your walk becomes your testimony. He's like, "Look, I know other single parent moms. And I'm in the heck."
Yes.
This little thing.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
This is incredible. Okay, so we're gonna have to wrap this up because I gotta go get my daughter from school today. So it's her first day of school, high school. So
I know.
And so, but I'm so excited about this interview. So if I'm brand new and I'm joining UIGI, and I'm looking at it for the first time, what advice would Makda give me?
I would say take a chance. Take a chance, especially if you're not happy at where you are right now or you have big dreams, because being afraid and holding on to the little money that we have is not going to get us anywhere. So I rather try this and try that. I don't want to regret anything. I want to take a little bit of risk. What if it works? And with UIGI, so far, I haven't been disappointed. So I will say take a chance. Take a chance.
Wow.
That's the only way.
That's phenomenal advice. And as we always tell people, don't play with anything that you could afford to lose.
Exactly. Yep.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
this has been great. So hey, I can't wait to meet you face to face in Orlando. To put one of these rings on your finger.
Yes.
It's crazy. We're in the process of calling our insurance company to register with our insurance company. And God forbid something ever happens to it, it's appraised at $10,792. So I don't like to do financial claims, but if things get tight, no, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No. Oh, wow. It's been my pleasure. I'm glad we had an opportunity to do this interview. I'm sure you'll have more ring earners to come down the line. Congratulations. Tell those girls I said hi, and we look forward to hearing you and seeing your story down the line.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. See you in Orlando.
Yes, ma'am.